Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Grotto. Today I'm going to review a special game that my Australian friend recommended to me. It's a pretty cool game. It's very cheap and it's highly addictive. The game I'm speaking, of course, is Game Dev Tycoon. Woo! On the surface, Game Dev Tycoon may look like your run-of-the-mill basic iPhone app games that just thrown in for 99 cents. But it actually has so much detail in it. It goes all the way from the 80s Commodore 64 text-based games all the way to your Wii U and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, this gen gaming consoles, and it just shows it in all the little details and games you can make. It really shows all the hard and effort put into it. Okay, the graphics are nothing to write home about, but how is the gameplay? Well, basically when you start off, you do a few choices and actions of you make your game, you choose what genre you want it, you decide what console it's going to be on, you can include certain features you may have researched, and then you just go with it. And when you finalize all the information settings of your game, then you get to choose on sliders, which, like, if you want to focus on gameplay, you want to focus on graphics, you want to focus on stories and quests, and this affects your ratings. And throughout this process, the three stages, you get little bubbles that go into your tech and design. And basically, the more little bubbles you get in your tech and design, that usually generates the better ratings. If you have like a bajillion, like 100 bubbles, your game is probably going to be freaking awesome, get like 10s across the board. But if you have like 7 bubbles, your game's probably going to come out of someone's ass, you know? It's going to end up in the toilet. And basically the challenge here is choosing which combos work and which ones don't, choosing the focus of your games using the sliders, choosing which technologies to invest in or buy licensing fees, or wait until the next gen and then go all out with the bells and whistles on that one. Because if you lose all your money, if you're below $2,000 under, then you will lose your game and you will have to start over from either a checkpoint or the very beginning of the game. So that's basically the whole game. You go through your 30-year run while technology increases and you making your decisions hoping they don't end you in bankruptcy. So how is the game as a whole? Well, I stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing this, so it's gotta be something there to it. My favorite part is naming the games. Obviously, so I had The Legend of Zelda. I also had Massively Effective. I had Dragon Sages, you know. I just love making those games, and all the ones that I actually, and with knockoffs of, they actually did pretty well. It's just really fun seeing all the new technology and the way you incorporate it yourself. It just makes the whole experience really great, especially if you're a gamer, probably an older gamer who has played Super Nintendo. It's just really fun if you're a gamer, more because of the humor and inside gaming look. Out of 10, I'm going to give this game a rating of 7.5. Because it is a really fun and addicting game. It captures your attention. Its target audience is gamers, and I think it gets the target audience perfectly. It's really fun and addicting, and you can't stop playing it until you lose enough, and then you get fed up with it and rage quit. But it really does what it tries to do well. One last note. If you try to pirate this game, they have actually implanted a system so that when you make your games in the game, people will pirate your game, so you don't make that much money. Just a little word of advice, you may want to actually buy it. It's like $6, so it's not that expensive. Just don't pirate this game, because it will be much harder to play and you will lose. So, yeah. Buy the game, support the company, yay! Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Anastasia, and I'll see you on the next episode of Gaming Grotto.